We are here in Salem. We're gonna adventure. We just checked into the Hampton Inn, which is right here in the city of Salem. And it says, "Welcome, Megan." So exciting. Okay, we're gonna go adventure. In our, when I checked in, they gave me some snacks. I'm not really sure why. I've never had that before. Chris is eating them already.
Maybe just trying to get rid of stuff, but
maybe. This is our bed. And this is our view from, Chris is eating. This is our view from our hotel room. And the sidewalk is right there. We actually checked in a little early, which was really nice. And we have a microwave and a coffee machine down there. And then we have a mini fridge and some drawers as well. So included in our stay was this breakfast. I didn't get any footage of the actual breakfast buffet, but included there were toast, bagels, there was oatmeal, a waffle machine, there was options for cereal. They had egg white frittatas, sausage links, and some potatoes that had no dairy in them. They had coffee, tea, they had lots of different drink options. So it was definitely amazing to be able to get that in the morning. And then here's a really quick sneak peek into the lobby. I didn't want to take it because I felt bad videoing people. Our room is over here in that side. What was so wonderful about this hotel in particular was that it was within walking distance from pretty much anything in downtown Salem. It took us about 5 minutes to get to Essex Street, where we found this really wonderful Mediterranean restaurant next to Flying Saucer Pizza and also Gulu Gulu Cafe, which were very busy, but we stopped at this restaurant, Blue Fez. We got 2 appetizers, some falafel, and we got this giant platter, which I could eat, and then Chris, of course, had to get some crepes. He was very excited about it. He probably would have said that this was his favorite meal of our whole trip, our short trip, but I think the food was the most consistent out of what we eat for the whole trip. So this is the old town hall, and if you are a fan of Hocus Pocus, you will know that this is where they had the infamous dance party in the middle of the movie. Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
We spent most of our afternoon getting to walk around and see some of the pretty big sites like the Hawthorne Hotel. We went to a bunch of different stores. I love shopping on Essex Street. And then we also stopped by the seaport. I am a water lover. I'm a Scorpio. And so getting to be by the water was just magical. This is the Salem Maritime National Historic Site. Wowee. And also some bathrooms. Since most of Salem is very walkable, it makes it really easy to just park your car. We are actually able to park our car at the hotel, so if you're not staying downtown, you can just walk around, park your car, and go.
He's very thorny.
He is very thorny.
Ha 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 ha.
Where are we?
We're at the Salem Green. That's what it's called, right?
Yes, and we're going to go see the Hocus Pocus High School.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And the Salem Witch Museum is right behind us. And Essex Street is just somewhere down there. So nice. We're heading up to the Hocus Pocus High School, where they try to put the witches in the kiln for the ceramics pottery class. And that's their high school. But I don't think there's anything in it now. The rest of the park is very nice, though. There's a playground for little kids. There's some porta potties. Now, I know that Essex Street looks very different when you go at different times of the year. We went in November, and so it made it very easy to get around. The crowds were very low, and this was on a Sunday afternoon in November. I would really highly recommend going in November. The Witch House is another very popular attraction in Salem. Most people just want to get their picture taken out in the front of the building, front of the house, but there is a tour inside if you do choose to do that. It does sell out, just so you know, so get your tickets early. Just a short walk from the Witch House is Allison's house, or the Ropes Mansion. That was kind of slippery there. Allison's house is in the beginning of Hocus Pocus. It's getting a little bit darker here, but it's just this white house up to our right. Max likes your yabos. After the Ropes Mansion, we took a short walk back to the Flying Saucer Pizza Company, and we got some tots, and we shared a vegan pizza. I will say there were lots of really cool nods to Disney merchandise, Star Wars merchandise. I loved it. I will say the food was kind of subpar for us. I am used to different vegan options. We got the tots, which were kind of bland, and then the pizza used diet cheese. If you don't like diet cheese, then you can know that. And it was okay. The food was okay. We walked around a little bit more and we made our way to Goodnight Fatty's. Chris really wanted to get some cookies, and I got some vegan soft serve. He does a little review of all the cookies, but it was definitely a very cool space to check out. We sat outside. It was a beautiful evening. They had lights in the courtyard. It was so cool. Cookie. Let's dance. What do you think of this cookie?
It's not a cookie.
What kind of cookie is that? A chocolate? Chocolate Oreo?
This is a chocolate. This is a brownie batter with chocolate chips on the inside, and then there's a peanut butter Oreos with a mocha drizzle.
Wow.
This is a peanut butter white chocolate chip cookie with peanut butter wafers on top.
How is it?
Decadent.
Which one do you like better, that one or the first Oreo one?
This one, but I'm saving the best for last.
Oh. Our last cookie.
I'm hitting the wall right now, I gotta be careful. This is a vanilla pudding base cookie with white chocolate chip and a blueberry cream cheese filling.
Wow.
With a blue drizzle. Oh my god.
Is
They
it
call
good?
this like a blueberry Pop-Tart cookie.
Oh, it tastes like a blueberry Pop-Tart?
Yeah, this is my favorite.
Now, I think they change them every week. They said the first week of each month they have a vegan cookie, so unfortunately none of these are vegan, but they look good. They do have vegan soft serve though. That looks... So on our stroll after Goodnight Fatty's, we ended up stumbling across Bit Bar. Chris and I had our first date at an arcade bar, so they're always near and dear to our heart. And Chris had pointed out as we were walking by, there was a Guitar Hero arcade in the window, so I was like, oh man, we gotta stop. We ended up spending like 2 hours there. Chris played pinball, we played skee ball, we played DDR, he played a bunch of other arcade games. I will say they had food here, they had a drink menu here, which I have in this video, and then it appears that any time before 8 o'clock is family friendly. They also had a photo booth there, and we loved taking photos at the photo booth. I had so much fun here. I loved how it was laid out. Patrick Zippity Doo Dad said it was pretty new, and we loved it. We loved it. Okay, we're off to go see the memorial for the witch trials. And there's some pleasant music playing right now as if we enter. And the last time I was here, this whole place was so crowded. So this memorial, I feel like, is very special to get to visit and to honor all the people that were involved in the Salem witch trials. I feel like every time I come, I'm learning something new, and I'm so grateful for all the history that is in this area and being able to have access to some of these areas. Like, I don't think I ever got to walk within the cemetery. In other points of the year, like in October, I've never gotten to do that. So having access to this at a different point of the year outside of September or October was really, really, really powerful. They had this map that highlighted some people of interest that you might want to be able to see, but I will also throw it out there that if you are someone that has some sensitivities to different energies, Chris and I both said that it was really heavy being there, and you could feel the presence in that area. And then we headed back to the water because, I love the water, and we were actually heading to go see the National Park store again. Chris wanted to get a tote bag in there. And then we went to go meet up with a special friend over in that district as well. And many of you guys who have followed my channel for a long time know this special guest. We ended up taking a walk over there. He was full of insight, our local Massachusetts historian. I had never had the opportunity to see the House of the Seven Gables before. It was so beautiful. We were so lucky with the weather we had. I was so grateful.
So Chris, this house right here was built back in 14, and I used to, as a summer home, used to stay up in that third family window, and I would look out and gaze upon the beautiful ocean air and waters. And I wondered what it'd be like to be a sailor. Have you ever thought about that?
I had. It must have been hot though.
It was hot days, but we always had ice cream.
Did they have air conditioning in the year 1400?
No, that's when the house was built.
Oh, I was gonna say you look really good for your age.
Thank you. But yeah, it was a beautiful summer. So Meg, I'm glad you came back out to Salem with Chris. It's so nice to meet you guys. And I wanted to point out that this is the House of Seven Gables. Before, it was actually only 6 gables.
Oh, what happened to the seventh?
So I created the 7th gable. It's
Oh.
really a tiny gable. You can't even notice it. It's beyond these other 6 gables over here.
Oh, okay.
The 7th one, there was actually an 8th one too. I don't know if I told you about that.
Oh, but
the
you
8th one got
subtracted one.
destroyed into it was a hurricane back in 1672. But yeah, so I left the 7th one up. I really helped build this place up.
I like the color you chose.
This is the hook that I put here. I don't know if you want to get a good.
Oh, close up right there.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
that's
actually
hurricane protection.
It's hurricane protection, and actually, if you translate it, it does say zip. If you
it's
if
a
you
Z.
feel it, if you close your eyes and feel it, it says zip.
It's in Braille.
It is in Braille.
So informative. Thank you.
You're
Our
welcome.
Salem resident. After meeting up with Patrick, we went back to Harrison's. Chris really wanted to go there, which was an amazing comic book store. We got to visit Essex Street one more time and the Bewitched statue. That's one of my favorite areas to go. And we drove by the witch house one more time before we left for the day. Christopher, we're leaving Salem.
Yeah.
What did you think of Salem?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the quaint brick and mortar essence
Right by the
of
witch house.
a North Shore New England town.
Yeah, as someone from New England,
Yeah.
it's nice to see something a little bit different.
Would definitely come back.
Yeah, and we got to see Patrick,
Yes.
Zippity Doo Dad, and we ate at, what was that place we just ate at?
Howling Wolf Taqueria.
What would you rate that
It was okay.
out of 5?
Guacamole was old.
Oh my gosh, the guacamole. It was not great.
My El Pastor was like not traditional El Pastor, but the quesadilla hit the spot. But
What was your favorite food place we ate at?
I think Blue Fez for Mediterranean Moroccan food.
And that was like very quiet in there too.
Yes.
Okay, bye Witch House, bye Allison's house, bye Essex Street,
Don't want to hit people.
bye Essex Street. Okay, and bye Salem.